I ended up moving to Florida, and I actually landed a job with a marketing company where they would hire me to go into the clubs and take pictures of. So I'd take pictures of the people in the clubs, and then they would use those photos for marketing. Right. So that's when I started doing it professionally, if you will. So I guess 2014 is when that started. So shortly after, and during that time, like I still didn't know a lot about photography. I was still learning. Just because I took one little summer course doesn't mean I know anything about photography. I knew a little bit, but I didn't,
Right.
So what I was doing was there's a couple of different resources like online that I was watching. There's a website called Creative Live. I haven't seen them in a while, but during that time, there was a big influence on my education. They would, and this is not a plug by any means, but they would broadcast like they would have a photographer come in and they would do this whole workshop, like this whole training thing, and teach you all these things about photography, how to shoot, settings, like everything, like the whole class. It was free if you caught it live, but then you had to pay if you wanted to rewatch it. I made sure I set my timer every single time to catch anything that I could to watch those. So that's how I started. And I was just consuming everything I could while I was still working for this marketing company. And then shortly after that, there was an opportunity that opened up back in Austin. So this marketing company wanted me to do what I was doing in Tampa, but do it in Austin. And so they were called My Area Network.
Right.
And so in Tampa, it's 813 area. And so I negotiated with them if they would pay me a salary to do it here in Austin. So currently I didn't have a job because I'm coming back to Austin. Negotiated like a $2,500 a month salary, which is really low. But I was getting paid to do the same thing I was doing in Tampa, which is taking pictures at clubs. So I moved back to Austin. I started a 512 area here in Austin, which I don't think anyone's doing anything with it right now. But I started that, and then I started going out to all the clubs on 6th Street, and I was just doing photos for them for free at first.
Right.
So that way they could see the quality of the photos that I was producing. And a couple of bars picked up on it, and they hired us. And then because now I had some money coming in on a monthly basis or whatnot, that's when I decided to actually go to school full time for photography. Because I was getting paid a salary and I had free time during the day, I figured, hey, this is a great opportunity to go to school.